Matthew, thanks so much for joining us. Congrats on the win. Henrik Lundqvist, you're up first.
Yeah, Chucky, it felt like this game, it was a totally different feel from the first two, and it looked like Edmonton was very frustrated. Could you tell early on that they had some frustration out there?
No, couldn't tell early. In the third, it is what it is. We talk about being composed, and if you got to take a punch in the face, if you got to take a slash in the face, a cross check, slash in the leg, whatever the case is, you got to do it. There's a bigger picture with the win here for us, and just wanted to protect ourselves and protect our teammates when needed. But at the end of the day, you got to be smart in a game like this, and I thought our team did that and really protected each other well.
Chucky, it's Biz here. I mean, we can go through every guy in this lineup tonight. Incredible performance, all hands on deck, but not a familiar name in every household in the United States, Gadjevich. He ends up sticking up for a teammate late in that game, part of this unbelievable fourth line that provides you guys energy and obviously some security. What's it like playing with him? What's he like in the locker room, and how much does he mean to that lineup?
He means so much, like way more than, so much more than anybody would think or imagine. And I don't really know how that started. I think Benny or somebody was just eating cross checks in the back or slashes or something, and he comes in there, and the rest of the guys came in there to help. And he got what seemed like a 5-minute UFC fight with Nurse there, and it just seemed to be having the best time doing it. Landed some good ones, and I don't know, it was just, that's part of his game. But I mean, I think that's his first fight in playoffs, and he's done so many incredible things for our team, along with Nosey and Greersy. They've been a great line for us, and they were leading out there tonight, and we're super lucky to have them. And I think it's pretty known. But when they came in against Toronto, that just ever since they came in, it's been a real identity line for us, and they've been really good.
He's also incredibly expressive. We saw his acting chops out there tonight. He was fantastic. I got to ask you about Sam Bennett, though. Obviously, all the goal scoring and laying the hits tonight to make a play. But it's the discipline I want to ask you about, because after your goalie, Sergei Bobrovsky, gets run, you guys are right in the middle of that play, but you guys don't take a retaliatory penalty. I mean, this feels like an aggressive team, but a pointedly aggressive team that's thinking the entire time. Is that what you're seeing out there?
Yeah, and it's kind of weird for me to say this because I don't feel like an old player at all. In fact, I still feel very young, and I feel our team's very young, but we played tonight like a really solid, like veteran, older team that's been here before. And, he was leading the way, of course. He's been great. He plays between the whistles hard, scoring big goals. Laying big hits. I thought, that goal was, perfect Benny goal. Lays a big hit. Lusty makes a great block. Springs Benny for breakaway and a great goal. And yeah, obviously we don't want to see anybody touch Bob, anybody near Bob. But we've got to be smart. And like I said, we've been here before. Sometimes it sucks. You want to do something, but we've got bigger goals right now, and we can deal with that next year, I guess.
Hey, there are guys you can hit, and there are guys you can't hit. And Bob's one of those guys, for you guys, you cannot hit. Chucky, thanks so much for your time. Congrats on the win.
Great game, Chucky.
Congrats.
Chucky.
Thank you, guys. Thank you.
Gretz, we're going to talk a little bit more about him in just a second. But, we talked in the pregame about, honestly, how little we had talked about Matthew Tkachuk, because it's unusual for us to not talk about. Yeah. And how important it is, even if it's a small thing, for him to have some sort of influence on the game.
You can see that he's a huge part of the success of this group, right? And you can see that he's well liked by his teammates because, listen, he can be an agitator out there, and when he starts agitating, everybody jumps in, right? It's a close-knit team, you can tell. But Sam Bennett also brings on the personality of the group. He's physical. He doesn't cheat the game. He finishes every check. He sees the ice. He protects teammates. I just can't say enough good things about him. I hope he ends up re-signing with this team because they're a close group and they were a championship team last year. But every single game he plays, he's making more money. There's no question about it. He's going to do well. But they're playing smarter right now than Edmonton. And that was evident tonight. But again, that's why you got guys like Connor and Leon. They're going to rebound on Thursday night. They're going to be a much better team. And if they play whistle to whistle, they're going to benefit more than anyone.